So, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in another session of Chettinad School of Pharmaceutical Sciences Career Guidance Program. Today's session is about overseas career opportunities of pharmacists. So, before we proceed, I would like to say a few words about our institution. Chettinad Academy of Research and Education Care is a brainchild of Dr. Sri M.A.M.R. Mutaya, Chairman, Chettinad Group, who, being an educational philanthropist, envisioned the dream of establishing a world-class educational institution that would mold and guide future generations of enlightened minds. Chettinad Academy of Research and Education was conferred with the status of Dean to the University in the year 2008. CARE has been accredited with grade A++ by NAC and accorded SIRO status by DSIR in conformity with the motto of the university, capability, character, and commitment. The academic programs offered are professional, job-oriented, and innovative. Chettinad Academy offers 74 academic programs in the Faculty of Medicine, Nursing, Allied Health Sciences, Pharmaceutical Sciences, Physiotherapy, Law, and Architecture. Currently, this academy has about 2,500 plus students pursuing their UG, PG, and PhD education.
Now, I would like to give a brief introduction about our speaker, Dr. Akram Ahmad. Academically, AI is the brainchild of Dr. Akram Ahmad. He has done his PhD from the Faculty of Medicine and Health, the University of Sydney, Australia. He is a self-motivated clinical pharmacist and committed lecturer with over 9 years of teaching and research experience in various subjects of medicine at the leading universities in Australia, Malaysia, and India. Dr. Akram is the recipient of the prestigious Best Promising Researcher Award from the UCSI University, Malaysia. He has also published over 110 papers, book chapters, conference papers, including in high impact journals. In addition to that, he is a reviewer and editorial member in several journals of medicine and pharmacy. We welcome you to this prestigious event, sir. Sir, now we request you to please start the event.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Sujan. So, hi everyone. I hope are you able to see my screen clearly and my voice?
Yes,
Again?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi everyone. This is Dr. Akram here. So I'm basically an Indian pharmacist. I completed my diploma in pharmacy, bachelor of pharmacy, and pharmd from Tamil Nadu itself. And I work around 10 years in India, Malaysia, in Australia. I'm working currently as a pharmacy lecturer. So I have basically these three countries working experience as a pharmacy practice lecturer or clinical pharmacy lecturer. So today's webinar is for you that the opportunities for you in Australia and New Zealand. So most of the students sometimes they complain that pharmacy is not a good course. There is not much opportunities in India and salary is very low. So I can say that pharmacy one of the best course you choose. Now it's your time basically to fly and there's a lot of opportunities in abroad, especially in Australia and New Zealand. So I'm going to discuss one by one what are the steps you need to take, how much money you need, and how much time will take about the exam, all those things information. And if you have any questions, so please do ask me directly. You can ask, or maybe you can ask to sir also. They can ask to me. Okay, so at the end I will take your question. So I'm just going through some of my slides. So academically basically provide the assistance for all healthcare professionals like medical doctors, dentists, pharmacists, nurses, physiotherapists, lab technicians, any healthcare professional want to migrate to globally in any country. So we provide the coaching for them, we provide the assistance for them to pass the exam, and then they can get the PR visa, permanent visa. They can migrate permanently to that particular country. So this is little bit about myself. I completed my PhD from University of Sydney, where currently I'm working as a pharmacy lecturer. Before that, I was a pharmacy lecturer in Malaysia at UCSI University, where I worked around 4 years. Before that, I was working as a pharmacy practice lecturer in India. So I completed my pharmd from Annamalai University. I'm not sure that this is Chettinad Health Cities is the with the same group Annamalai University, because I have also attended one of the webinar in Chennai, or maybe you are another group. I have no idea.
Yes, sir. It's, sir. It's same group of Anmol.
Okay, okay. So I have been there, I think, in your college then. There was a my basically dean from Annamalai. Uh, so I've been there.
Our chancellor is the son of.
Okay, 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 okay. I think this is the same group. Okay.
Yes, yes,
So I also completed, I think, the same group from my family from Annamalai, from Chidambaram.
okay.
Yeah. So academically, basically provide the two assistants. Basically, one is that study abroad. So if you want to do any MS or master degree in Australia or PhD, we can help you to get your admission done. But this course, I mean, if you are coming to study in Australia, then you have to pay very huge fees, right? Around 30 to 40 or 50 lakh rupees. So I do not recommend to anyone to go come to Australia or study. And you can come Australia on at very very affordable price and very very short time. Basically, you will get your PR visa. So second, basically, you can start preparing yourself for registration. So you can become a pharmacist in Australia. You just need to pass a exam, and there is an exam center in Chennai itself in your city. So once you pass this exam, then you are eligible to apply permanent visa, and you can migrate with your family. I will explain in later on. But basically, we provide registration for any country. For example, Canada, US, or Australia, New Zealand, Gulf countries. So we provide assistance for all these countries. So, as a pharmacist, basically, you can work as a retail pharmacist, or you also can work as a hospital pharmacist. So, there is three steps you need to complete in order to migrate to Australia or New Zealand. So, the first step called initial skill assessment, or we also can say this is also called document verification. So, they would just want to check your degree is not fake. You graduated a degree, especially the PCI approved college. Okay, and they also want to see that you must be a registered pharmacist in your home country. So once you completed your degree, and you must be registered in your state pharmacy council, uh, in Tamil Nadu State Pharmacy Council, and then you can start working in Australia. I mean, you can start this process with Australian Pharmacy Council. So this is the APC, basically we call Australian Pharmacy Council. In India, we call the IPC, Indian Pharmacy Council, right? So after this step, then you have to apply for KAPS exam. This is called KAPS Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and this is very easy exam. I can say you just need to score 50% only, and you can pass the exam. So there is no negative marking in this exam. And this exam you can pass from your home country. In Chennai itself, there is a center. Bangalore also there is a center. In Hyderabad also there is a exam center. So there is a total 8 center in India currently. You can write the exam there, and they conduct this exam 3 times yearly. March, July, and November. Yearly 3 times they conduct this exam. Okay. And after that, you also need to pass one English test. So we also provide the coaching for like IELTS, OET, and PTE. So all these steps we will help you to complete, and you can migrate to the Australia. So retail pharmacist and hospital pharmacist have the same steps you need to complete. So once you pass the exam, this is your choice. You can work in retail pharmacy. You also can work in hospital pharmacy. So the student basically asked me one simple question, that where we will get the more salary. It is a hospital pharmacist or retail pharmacist or industrial pharmacist. Which one we have to choose after Bachelor of Pharmacy or PharmD? So in Australia, government already fixed the salary. Whether it is an industrial pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, or retail pharmacy, you will get the salary, the similar salaries or around the same salaries you will get. So there is not salary is not based on your occupation, especially in the inside the pharmacy. So government consider you are a pharmacist, whether it is retail or hospital or industry. The salary should be the same for all these occupations. But if you want to migrate to Australia, you need at least 2 years working experience after you complete your degree. But if you want to migrate as a pharmacist, then you need zero work experience. If you just completed your degree, you do not have any work experience, you can migrate to Australia as a retail pharmacist or either as a hospital pharmacist. Okay. And again, if you want to migrate as a pharmacy technician, they require at least 1 year experience for any hospital pharmacy or retail pharmacy. Then you can basically apply for pharmacy technician as well. So, but in these two cases, no pharmacy exam need to write. But pharmacy exam is very, very easy. So no need to worry this exam. We will help to our student to pass this exam. Okay. So another basically many faculties also ask me similar questions whether I may complete my master of pharmacy or pharmd or PhD. Now I'm working as a university lecturer. Can I migrate to Australia? So you can apply as a university lecturer, but getting a visa very, very tough, and getting a job basically like impossible as a pharmacy lecturer in Australia. The reason in Australia basically very low number of pharmacy college. Only 8 pharmacy colleges there in Australia. If I see in Chennai, I have not any counter, but more than 100 colleges around Chennai, you will find they are offering pharmacy colleges, right? Pharmacy education. But in Australia, only 8 pharmacy colleges. That's why they need at least around 3,000 overseas pharmacists yearly. That's why this is in the high demand for pharmacists in Australia, and that's why they give the permanent visa for them. So even if someone completed Master of Pharmacy or PhD also, they can write the exam and then they come as a pharmacist. Later on, once they become a pharmacist, they might get a job in as a pharmacy lecturer also. There's a possibility, but low possibilities. So 90% jobs are available as a pharmacist. You can work in the retail pharmacy or hospital pharmacy only. Okay. So basically, you can migrate Australia or New Zealand. So both countries have follow the same system. So all these 3 steps you need to complete in order to migrate to Australia, whether it is in New Zealand. But there is some difference in Australia and New Zealand. The first difference, Australia does not require any work experience. Zero work experience need if you want to migrate to Australia. If you have work experience, that's good for you. If you do not have, still you can migrate to Australia. You will get the visa. But for New Zealand, at least required 1 year work experience in any retail pharmacy or any hospital pharmacy. Okay. And second difference, basically in Australia, you can write this exam unlimited times. There is no fixed times to need to write exam, but for New Zealand, only give 2 attempts. If you fail in second attempt, you cannot write third attempt. Okay. And if we see, New Zealand is a very, very small country as compared to Australia. The more opportunities in Australia. And once you move to Australia, you also can work in New Zealand. And if you move to New Zealand, you also can work in Australia. So that license you can transfer. There's the same like, for example, if you are registered pharmacist in Tamil Nadu, now if you got a job in New Delhi, for example, if you got a government job in New Delhi, so you can transfer this license from Tamil Nadu to New Delhi or any other state in India. So same like in Australia and New Zealand, you can. These are the both two different countries, but they have like mutual understanding in these two countries. So easily license can transfer one country to another country. So skill assessment or document verification, this is the step 1 process. Step 1, basically we need your degree and transcript, and then your registration as a pharmacist, passport, national ID like our Aadhaar card, birth certificate and passport photograph. So all these documents we require to submit your application to the Australian Pharmacy Council. So this is the Australian Pharmacy Council. You need to apply for skill assessment. Okay. And this authority only conducted this exam. So this is basically the fees you need to pay, 1310 Australian dollar to complete this process. This is regarding around 70,000 Indian rupees around. And this is my first picture when I came to Australia at University of Sydney to do my PhD here. So in 2017, this is basically one of the oldest university in Australia, and they established in 1849. And this is also basically, the pharmacy school, also one of the oldest pharmacy school. So they established pharmacy school in 1899. Okay. As you know, Annamalai University also established in 1910. It's one of the oldest university in Tamil Nadu. So here, this is one of the oldest university in Australia, at University of Sydney. So behind this building, there's a school of pharmacy from somewhere this side, behind this side. Okay. So this is the KAPS exam, number 2 step you need to complete. So they call basically the full form of this exam called Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences. And you need to pay the fees to Australian Pharmacy Council, 2230 Australian dollars.
Sir, you're not
So
audible.
Sir, is it audible?
Are saying not audible.
Yeah. May I know? Is it audible now?
Yeah, now it's audible.
Okay.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen and my voice clear? Abdul?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes.
So basically, sorry again. So this is the number 2 step. First step, your document verification by Australian Pharmacy Council, and they will check your degree and your registration. Then they will say, yes, you are eligible to sit in the exam. Then you need to book the exam. In Chennai, there is an exam center, or Bangalore, wherever you want to give, you have to book the exam. And this is the fees you need to pay, 2230 Australian dollar for this exam. So this exam have no negative marking, first of all. So you can write, basically, you can attend all the questions. And only 50% marks required to pass this exam. So if I compare this exam with GPAT in India or NIPER JE, this is the very easiest exam I can say, because on those exams, there is a negative marking, right? So here is no negative marking, or just only 50% marks required to pass. And they will ask you the question from 4 domain only. This is like pharmaceutics, pharmacotherapy, pharmaceutical chemistry, and pharmacology and physiology. So these are the 4 domains they will ask the question to you. Okay. And there are 2 papers you need to write, paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1, basically, they will ask you the pharmaceutical chemistry, and they will ask you the question from pharmacology, physiology. Okay. So 70% question will ask from pharmacology and 30% from chemistry. Okay. So this is like you have to just need to score 50% to pass this exam. Same for paper 2, pharmaceutics and pharmacotherapy. So these 2 exams you need to write in the same day. For example, there's an exam in the morning 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then there is a 1 hour gap. Then you have to go for paper 2. Paper 1 in the morning 9 to 11. Then 1 hour gap. Then paper 2. So in both exams, you need to score 50% to pass this exam. Okay. So they will give you basically 100 questions, and they will give you the 2-hour time. So 120 minutes for 100 questions. All questions are multiple choice questions, no negative marking. So you have to attend all 100 questions. Okay. So once you give this exam, after 2 to 3 weeks, you will get basically the outcome. So once you pass the exam, same day onwards, you are eligible to apply looking at jobs in Australia. We will help you to find a job. And you also can eligible to apply your permanent visa same day. So exam centers, basically for this exam, there are 8 exam centers currently in India: New Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon. So these are the 3 centers in North India. Then if you go Central India like Pune, Mumbai, we have 2 centers. Then Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai. So these are the 8 exam centers currently. So you can write this exam anywhere in this exam. And they conducted yearly three times: March, July, and November. Okay, they conducted three times, or any exam centers you can write the exam. Even if you are outside India, you can write anywhere. So this is the news from basically previously from Pharma Tutor. 90% student passed from academically. And yesterday came the result for this exam, and this time our 92% student passed this exam in their first attempt. So I think this is very famous news, a portal for pharmacists. You might be know Pharma Tutor. So they recently published this article. So after these two steps, number three step to pass the English test. Okay. So we will provide you the coaching for IELTS academic or OET, or provide the coaching for this PT. So any test you can write. So only one test you need to write. So we need IELTS score 7 individual band. Okay. Minimum required 7 individual band. Or in OET we required B, scoring B or 350 in each four components, or 65 in this PT. Same for industrial pharmacists, require English test, no pharmacy exam required, but 2-year work experience is mandatory to work as a industrial pharmacist, and you must work in any industrial pharmacy only. Same for technician, you can apply, they need 1-year experience. You must have working experience as a pharmacy technician after your degree. So these are the some work visa, a permanent visa you are eligible to apply, like 190, 491, regional sponsored visa. All these visas you can apply. Okay, and these are 407, 494. For there are so many visas. Basically, you are eligible to apply. So many students ask me this question that do I need a sponsor to apply any visa? So answer is yes or no. So these two visa, these three visa last, these are work visa basically. So work visa required sponsorship, but if you want to get a PR visa, permanent visa, then no need to have any sponsorship. Government will give you the sponsor visa. Government will sponsor your visa basically. So first job, you have to work as a pharmacy intern, and your salary will be around $30 per hour. Okay, this is like a per hour salary. And on average, you can earn up to 3 to 5 lakh Indian rupees per month. And this is the average salary in Australia as a pharmacist, 80 to 120,000 yearly. And average time will take to complete this process 6 months to minimum 6 months to 1 year. But in generally 6 months, you can complete all this process. So these are some of the reviews. So you have, if you have any questions, so please do ask. Abdul is there, so you can ask the question in English, Hindi, or Tamil as well. So Abdul also is here, so you can ask in your own language in Tamil or English or Hindi if you want to ask any question. And thank you for listening and your question. So now we can now you can ask any questions you have.
Ma'am, students can ask any doubts to Akram sir. So sir will be helping the students clearing their doubts. They can ask their questions in English. So if some students require the support in Tamil language also, I can support them in addressing their questions. So on behalf of students, faculties can also raise their questions to support them.
Yes,
Sir, I have a question, sir.
yes, please.
Sir, after completing our BPharm, do we have to go through a separate coaching for this particular exam and then take up the exam, or just straight away because the syllabus, we don't know the syllabus module. So will that be the same as our BPharm syllabus, or we have to go through a training session and then attend the exam?
To pass exam, you just need to attend the coaching because we follow the Australian standard. So basically, they will ask whatever you study in your B Farm or pharmd, or so relevant. But there are the more questions from pharmacology, pharmacotherapy relevant to the practice. So you no need to have any separate education or something. We just need to have any pharmacy degree, B Farm or pharmd, or you must have registered pharmacist in State Pharmacy Council. That's it. Then you can attend our classes and pass the exam. Directly, you can go to Australia.
Yes, sir. And this 50% of, as you said, we have to focus on the two, give 50% to one and 50% to another. That means we have to work hard and we have to push our boundaries so that to get placed there. And what is the competition we are facing?
Sujan sir, I mean your voice is not clear.
Actually,
Abdul,
voice has been
Abdul,
breaking. Yeah, can you type your questions in the chat box so that we can address that if possible?
Yes, sir. Sure.
or a student can follow me on my YouTube channel. So I always make videos, so pharmacist story. So this girl basically from Kerala, she got visa last week only. She's Linda, she's our student. Another one is Sijo Matthew is also our student. He got the visa, he passed the exam. So there is a lot of stories basically. You can watch a lot of videos. And I always make videos if there is an opportunity for pharmacists worldwide. Okay, so if you want to migrate abroad, you want to work in abroad as a pharmacist, so you can subscribe the channel. You will get a lot of information to many different countries. Yes, so basically there is not asset, because if you are going for a study, you need to pay the university's fees. But here you no need to pay any fees, for government. You just need to pay the Australian Pharmacy Council exam fee that you are given an skill assessment. So hardly basically including our fees, you are going to pay around only 10,000 Australian dollar only. In Indian rupees, 5 lakh around. And we also provide the loan facility for Indian citizens. So you can pay up to 12 months in a 12 EMI. Basically, this is like, the Australian dollar is like a 55 rupees $1. That's why the amount little bit high as for it. But if you are going to also earn like 5 lakh per month, in Australia. So this is not that much, high investment in this process. Yes, some student have question. Please give them the mic.
So you said about job in industries, pharma industries. You also mentioned that they require 2 years of industrial experience.
Yes, pharmaceutical industry, not much opportunities available in Australia, as I mentioned, because the
Okay.
reason Australia is a high income country, so they basically import medicine from India. So as you know, India currently are exporting medicines like 150 countries, right?
Yes, yes,
So if they are buying medicine in India, it's cheaper rate. Why they have to manufacture in Australia?
yes.
Because the cost of manufacturing very high in Australia. So a majority of opportunities available in the retail pharmacy or hospital pharmacy, but someone have experience in industrial pharmacy, they also can market as an industrial pharmacist. Uh, they also have opportunities.
But that experience again, they should have after their PG, right?
After no UG, after
UG.
B.
Okay, after BPharm, 2 years of experience is sufficient.
Yes, actually, master degree is nothing. There is no advantage or disadvantage in Australia. So Australia basically provide the assistance, basically like the point-based system. So any B Farm or PharmD, they give the same point, 15 points. Someone is a PhD holder, then they will give 20 points for that. So there is no advantage. Someone is like, for example, if you did M Pharm in industrial pharmacy, obviously you know more than someone is B Farm, but for to getting a job and migration, there is no advantage.
Okay, so BPharm, and you mean to say BPharm and PharmD gets same weightage?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, they are saying that even if you are a PhD, also there's the same weightage. You
Okay.
just need to pass the exam, whether you are a B Pharm or M Pharm or PharmD, even you are a PhD holder, you just need to pass same exam to become a pharmacist in Australia. But those are PharmD graduate, they can become a clinical pharmacist. Okay.
Okay.
So
Actually, at this point of view, generally, I feel like students will be thinking of the amount what they need to spend.
yes,
But as you mentioned, the results of previous examination, I think the success rate is high.
very high. Very basically, the main problem in Indian pharmacists, they are not aware
Okay.
such opportunities. Even I'm sure in your class, there are so many students are sitting,
Mm.
might be very few might be know about this exam, about Australia opportunities.
And there is no specific requirements like any no specific language requirements. I feel
No,
that
no,
is again another advantage, right?
no,
If it
no.
is in
English.
German or
No, 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 no. Yes, yes. Only English because it is
yes,
an English speaking country.
that's what I mean to say. Actually, that is another added advantage of
Yes,
choosing to work in Australia or to study in Australia could be another. This can be the another option because you don't require any specific knowledge in any of the languages. They don't require any additional language. They need not have to study that, and they need not have to invest or they need not have to spend their time for studying again German or French or
yes.
Chinese or Japanese, since Australia is English
That's
speaking.
why, ma'am, I highly recommended a student. You must try only for English speaking countries. So very easy for you to settlement because we also study in India pharmacy in English, right? So if someone is going German, then you have to learn German. Even after you learn German, also you cannot speak, as they are locals. I studied three years in Tamil Nadu. I also try to learn some Tamil words. It's very difficult for me because I'm a Hindi speaker, right? So same for you. If we are Indian, you are a Tamil speaker and you want to learn like German or any other language. So it's not a very easy task to learn that language. But English we are studying, from our school, so it's very easy for us.
So how about the higher education in Australia after BCom?
Yes, I mean once you got pass this exam, you can even a student can do here MD after B Pharm after PharmD in Australia, and they can do MPhil, they can do PhD. So basically, if you are applying now, so you have to apply as an international student. You have to pay the fees. But once you pass the exam and come to Australia on PR visa permanently, then you will consider as a local. Then you no need to pay any fees because here education and healthcare is free for locals in Australia.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Is there any other doubt for any student or any other faculty?
There's a question in chat box, similar question like to pursue M Farm in Australia, what is the procedure? So similar questions.
So basically, M-Form is it is not like in India. India is a basically we have to do M-Form. It is a PG course, right? Whether you have to do like pharmacology, pharmaceutical, pharmacognosy, or any other branch, QA, QC, or maybe industrial pharmacy. There are so many branches right now in India. They are offering master degree. But in Australia, there is no branch in M-Form in Australia. M-Form means you need to register yourself as a pharmacist. So Australia provide two. Basically, Australia gave the two chance to anyone can become a pharmacist. After 12th, you can go 4 year Bachelor of Pharmacy to become a pharmacist. Or if you did any science degree like BSc you did after your 12th, now you want to become a pharmacist again, you can go Master of Pharmacy. Okay. So these two degree leading to become a pharmacist. Even if you are not qualified B Pharm or PharmD, you can do M Pharm in Australia, but this is the very very expensive course. The fees around 100,000 Australian dollar. I told you registration fees might take only $10,000. This is like 10 times higher you need to pay if you want to do Master of Pharmacy in Australia. And only you can work after 2 years you complete your degree and you can apply the visa. So basically you are losing these 2 years. You can earn basically 1 CR, 1 crore rupees. You are losing this much revenue and you are paying 50 lakh at least for the fee. So additionally, basically you are losing 1.5 CR if you are planning to come Australia to do master degree. So very simple. You just once you complete your degree, start working in any hospital in Tamil Nadu or any retail pharmacy. Simultaneously prepare for the exam, pass the exams. You can come Australia. That's the best way for you. So there is a number Abdul has already gave. So if you want to speak to him in Tamil, you guys can call him on his number. So he already shared this number in the chat box, and we also share this feedback form. So if you have any additional questions, please do ask us. You can write your question anything. So our and this Abdul will get back to you, and he can give you all of your questions. In Tamil you can ask anything to him.
So in the feedback form, the students can fill whatever doubt you have regarding this KAPS exam, regarding the fee structure, regarding the procedure, or whatever doubt you have, you can add it in the chat box. Sorry, in the feedback form, so that I will be connecting back with you and addressing all your questions, and you can get the clarity. And I will share that link with our Dean ma'am too, so that she will be also helping you to get that link. So students, do you have any other further questions so that you can directly interact with Dr. Akram sir and get clarified?
So guys,
Sir, I
ask.
have a doubt. Um,
Yes, please.
So recently, I read an article in the about the UK where companies are not willing to hire Indian candidates because the companies don't have sponsorship rights. Even applying to so many companies, it's hard to get a job. So what about the case in Australia, sir? Will companies
Why
in Australia
why
sponsor us?
UK has to give you a job? You are a registered pharmacist in UK? No. So if someone completed a pharmacy degree apart from India, someone did a B Farm in China or Russia, and he want to practice in India, Indian company can hire? No, because he is not registered yet in India. The same for you. So whatever country you want to migrate, you must be a registered pharmacist in that country to get a job. But industry a little bit different, and high income countries, they are not much pharmaceutical industry, as I mentioned earlier. In Australia also the same. So you can get a job as a retail pharmacist, hospital pharmacist. For that you need to pass the exam. But UK is very very difficult country. Recently I uploaded one video on my YouTube channel. So I compare basically UK and Australia. So UK will take around 8 years, 8 to 10 years to get your PR and get a job and settle there. But in Australia, it might take just 6 months. Yes, this one. This video I have mentioned that regarding the UK and Australia, I compared here. You can watch this video. So I compare basically, Australia is the good country because they are giving the visa. UK is not given any visa nowadays for overseas qualified pharmacists. And there is basically one course you need to do called OSTAP, OSPAP. OSPAP, if you want to do this OSPAP course, you have to invest around 25 to 30 lakhs minimum. And then you go there, study. Then after that, you need to write again the exam, pass the exam, then go for 1 year internship. It's very, very difficult process in UK to become a pharmacist. So you have to choose a country where you can easily basically pass the exam and you can register yourself as a pharmacist and you can get a visa. So Australia is the right country. Many students, even today morning I wake up, there are two students call me basically, they got visa yesterday. Even just now, one student just informed me just maybe at 10-15 minutes before. She got the visa. Her husband just informed me. This Sukrit, if you can read this chat, hi Dr. G, got visa already just now. So he's from basically Thailand. He's our student. So he just got the visa. So a lot of students getting basically visa. And another basically one is Indian student from Andhra Pradesh. He got a visa 2 days back. Uh, this one. So he just texted me on 3rd of August. Okay. So you can see here date also. 3rd of August, he texted me. Sir, I'm fine this and that. He's saying that Alhamdulillah, I got 491 visa granted, this and that. And thank you for your help. So a lot of our students basically they just pass the exam, getting visa, So very easy in Australia. But UK very difficult. So I do not recommend personally to go for UK for any pharmacist. And pharmacists basically prefer the pharmacist from the European countries. So someone is from Europe, they can get easily job in UK. But as an Indian pharmacist, very difficult to settle there.
Okay, sir.
Question?
Yes, sir, there is another question.
Yes, please.
What are the scopes and chances of doing postdoctoral fellow after PhD in India?
Basically, very low chance. Australia has not many universities. And basically, postdoc they provide, those are completed PhD from Australia itself. So in my own pharmacy school, there was a 116 student, 116. We completed PhD in the same year. So every year, 100 plus student passing PhD from one university, and everyone has to go for postdoc or lectureship jobs, right? So it's not that much, vacancies are available in postdoc. Even many postdoc I know personally, they pass the KAPS exam and they become pharmacists. Even in my batchmate, many students I know, they pass the exam, now they're working as a pharmacist. Because postdoc is not a job. It is just you have to work for 1 or 2 years on any research project. After that, you have to find another job or find any academic job. So basically, a lot of people are basically going for US, and after 4 or 5 years, they came back to India and yeah, they start working as a professor in pharmacy school. So settlement, if you want to settle in abroad, you must do registration in any country, whether it is US, Australia, Canada. So don't be like this like I'm from. I also don't know that this process. When I went to do my PhD, so there a lot of students was talking. After PhD, what we'll do to next. So everybody was talking about this exam. We have to pass, need to pass this exam to get PR visa and job. So after PhD, also people writing the same exam. So So that's why I am, trying to create the awareness among the students. After your degree is enough to practice in abroad, you just need to pass the exam, but it is Australia, US, Canada, wherever you want to go.
Yes, sir. Thank you for answering the
Thank you.
question, sir.
So this is like a harsh year regarding PhD. Maybe some of you might be, offend what I'm saying, but this is the reality basically. This is not like, okay, uh, if someone completed PhD from India, easily you will get a postdoc. Postdoc you will get maybe for 1 year. Then again, you have to prove yourself. You have to find funding for another project. So very difficult, and you have to publish articles, high impact journals. Myself is a 110 papers I have. I have a 200 plus impact factors in my total my publication. And I'm one of the top scientists. Basically, I can say top 5% scientists in the world in epidemiology in public health. If you go in my profile on ResearchGate. So it's still very difficult to find job here in academic. If you are very top in your own field, then you can survive in these countries. Otherwise, you can go basically like Gulf countries easily. Gulf countries, Malaysia. In these countries, very easily you can get a job after your PhD. You can go in academic. But high income countries, very difficult like US, Australia, Canada, UK, Europe. You can go 1 or 2 year postdoc, then you have to come back again to India.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, is there any other question? किसी का कोई question?
Students, do you have any other questions so that you can discuss now? So if possible, you can also write it in
Yes,
the
guys,
chat.
you can ask basically, I'm also basically from your college only. I also graduate from, your sister concern Annamalai University.
So sir is your alumni student.
Yes, I can say I've been there basically Chettinad Health City. There was a one webinar basically. Might be the Manavalan sir was a dean our from Annamalai. Now he's retired basically. So I did my pharmd at that time in 2013.
Yes, so I think there is no other further questions.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your precious time.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I will be sharing you in WhatsApp the feedback link also, ma'am.
Yes,
So you
sir.
can ask the students to fill that, and they can address whatever doubts or questions they have, so that I might help them in addressing those. Post that, they can make a decision whether they can use the services of academically for their training and other services like visa processing, everything, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So they can make a decision on that. So whatever doubts or clarification, they can directly contact my number, which is available with you, or they can fill this feedback form so that I can connect with them within 2 or 3 days.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much for your support in implementing this webinar, ma'am. So, yeah, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students, for joining this webinar. Have a nice day, all of you.